Hey there, everyone. It's me, elmoviemaster. So I was sent a video of Steven Seagal, who apparently has been spotted in Ukraine fighting with the Russian forces. So first of all, I want to say that what's occurring right now in Ukraine, it's disastrous. It's very unfortunate what's going on over there, and hopefully it doesn't escalate more. So with that said, let's see this video. I had already read the article that Joe Rogan shared earlier today, which has been proven to be false. But apparently, there's footage of Steven Seagal in gear going to fight. So let's see it. Here we go.
Ukrainian security forces now hunting down Russian saboteurs. Sky News filmed as men in plain clothes, supported by soldiers, arrested two men in a black SUV. We don't know why they were targeted, but it illustrates the tension here. The men were held at gunpoint and questioned.
Is that supposed to be him?
In recent days, rumours have wildly circulated of roving Russian agents attempting to bring terror to the streets and plotting a route into Kiev for the Russian tanks. The city's mayor, Vitaly Klitschko, says it's exactly why the curfew was introduced.
The Russians sent some troops.
Okay, let me watch that again because I didn't see him. Where is he?
Ukrainian security forces now hunting down.
So that's supposed to be him?
Sky News filmed as men in plain clothes, supported by soldiers, arrested two men in a black SUV. We don't know why they were targeted, but it illustrates the tension here.
Oh my God!
The men were held at gunpoint and questioned.
That's not him.
In recent days, rumours have wildly circulated of roving Russian agents attempting to bring terror to the streets and plotting a route into Kiev for the Russian tanks. The city's mayor, Vitaly Klitschko, says it's exactly why the curfew was introduced.
The Russians sent some troops.
That's not him. Oh man. Oh boy. Yeah, that's not him. That's not him. The guy looks way thinner. Sure, he's styling the goatee, and sure he looks like him sort of because of the goatee, and he has that gear, that technical gear that Seagal wears. It looks more like a Steven Seagal stunt double from like the mid early 2000s, but that's not him. And I'm gonna read what's occurring right now online because Joe Rogan's getting a lot of hate because of this. So, and I'm gonna leave this link on the description down below. But Joe Rogan here says Joe Rogan trolled after sharing fake news about Steven Seagal joining Russian forces. So it says here his gullibility was on full display. Embattled podcaster Joe Rogan is being mocked mercilessly online after posting a spoof CNN report because it was CNN who reported it that claims Steven Seagal was assisting the Russians in their ongoing invasion of Ukraine. The post surfaced amid high-stakes talks between the nations, in which Ukraine demanded that the invading nation withdraw troops from their country. The screenshot, which the host of the Joe Rogan Experience shared to Facebook and Instagram on Monday, depicted a 69-year-old action movie star toting a machine gun while rocking sunglasses and combat fatigues. The description read, intelligence agencies around the world have spotted American actor Steven Seagal among Russian special forces positioned around the outskirts of Gostomel. I'm sorry if I pronounced it wrong. Airfield near Kiev, captured by Russian airborne troops. Rogan, 54, captioned the Fox report. If I had to guess the plot of this effed up movie we're living through, I would say we're about 14 hours from the arrival of the aliens. Social media commenters were quick to rip on the post, which some pointed out was actually from Seagal's 2016 thriller Sniper. Here's the thing. I'm going to put the picture right here. He looks a lot like he's wearing similar tactical gear. So I'm going to put a picture. I'm going to share both pictures of the guy who's in the video and the guy, the character Seagal was playing in that movie, Sniper Special Ops 2000, from 2016, which, by the way, is not associated with the original Sniper movies. Yeah, the tactical gear looks similar. So This is obviously Photoshopped, though. I'm going back to the article. This is obviously Photoshopped, though. Scoff one detractor on Instagram. I may be a beluga whale, but I do make memes for a living. So. I like to think that I can detect a meme with my sonar. I had to Google to make sure this wasn't real. Laugh out loud. This world is bonkers," said another. One critic wrote, "For anyone who thinks this is real, it's quite cold, about 2 degrees Celsius, -2 degrees Celsius in most of Ukraine. This photo was clearly shot on a warm day." So Joe Rogan sharing misinformation while taking 70 episodes of his own show down, snuck another in reference to Spotify's alleged blah 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 blah. So this is just talking about other stuff here. Others took the opportunity to make cracks about Steve Seagal's off lampoon action movies. "He's on deadly ground," joked one in reference to the Aikido Master's critically panned 1994 environmental thriller. Yeah, and Deadly Ground's a pretty bad movie. Um, I hope Miss July jumps out of the cake when he reaches his destination. They're making fun of Under Siege. And while it's unclear whether the former UFC correspondent shared that Seagal's post is jest, many angry Instagrammers deemed it poor form to share silly memes amid an international crisis. I agree. This is it's a terrible thing what's going on right now in Ukraine. Another says, "I'm so ashamed of Joe Rogan," fumed one incest fan. "You go on and post about alien invasions and living in movies, but when actual tragedy starts with real people dying, you are silent." Mm. They continued, "When a real monster needs to be stopped, you do nothing. Is it because you actually are not so objective and curious, but you're definitely brainwashed for good? Speak up, goddamn atrocities. You have a huge platform. Act like a leader and stop posting irrelevant stuff, making it look like a joke. It's not. This isn't the first time the conspiracy theorist has been accused of this in manting fake news. Spotify's juggernaut podcaster found himself in hot water earlier this winter after doing a podcast with Dr. Robert Malone, a vaccine scientist who reportedly spread misinformation regarding the COVID jab and compared the U.S. current health climate to Nazi Germany. Okay, this episode was subsequently pulled from YouTube, while a coalition of 270 medical experts penned an open letter imploring Spotify to create a fact checking policy that would mitigate the spread of misinformation. Meanwhile, high profile musicians from Joni Mitchell to Neil Young threatened to remove their music from the Swedish audio streaming giant unless it jettisoned Rogan. Wow. So, two things. With Joe Rogan, I don't want to talk too much about his misinformation. I think more fact checking needs to be placed on Spotify in regards to not just Joe Rogan, but any podcaster. And that should be spreading to other platforms as well, like YouTube or Podbeam or Stitch or whatever platform that's used for podcasts. So, and yes, that is not Steven Seagal, as I mentioned. It does not Seagal. I don't like making fun of people who are overweight, but I always make the exception with Seagal because he makes so many trashy movies. It's not him. Obviously, it's not him. This guy looks like he can actually tie his shoes. He looks like he can actually teach Anderson Silva a kick. Um, Seagal, no, he hasn't made a good movie since 1995. He hasn't made a good movie. So once again, I can only imagine what's occurring in Ukraine right now. And this is going to have repercussions with all over the world, here in the US, because um, there's people here who probably have family members in Ukraine. And it's, I hope we don't get into a third world war or anything like that, but who knows? We're living in historic times, we're living through a pandemic, we're going into wars. It's and I'm speechless because every day you wake up and you get on your phone, there's something new happening, and you never know what it is. You think, oh, the birds are chirping, looks like a sunny day. Nope, we're Russians invading Ukraine. So my prayers go out to the people in Ukraine. I hope that, and it's unfortunate that they have to migrate to other countries to escape the tragedies. So, yeah, this isn't a laughing matter. If you saw me laughing, it's because I'm laughing at the fact that this information is going out about something, like Seagal, who unfortunately they tie him up because he lives in Russia now. He's great friends with Vladimir Putin, or as he likes to say, Vladimir Putin. He likes to pronounce it wrong. I don't know why. So it's it's not a laughing matter what's occurring in Ukraine. I'm only laughing at Seagal. So, and I don't know what he has to say about it. I'm actually curious. Let me see really quickly. Has Seagal said anything about this? Oh, he has. Here we go. I'm gonna leave also this link on the description down below. Steven Seagal. Oh, this is from Fox News. Steven Seagal speaks out amid Russian invasion of Ukraine. I look at both as one family. In 2016, President Vladimir Putin gave a Russian passport to U.S. action film star Steven Seagal. And Steven Seagal is speaking out amid the Russian invasion of Ukraine. Most of us have friends and family. This is a quote from Seagal. Most of us have friends and family in Russia and Ukraine, the action star told Fox News Digital on Monday. I look at both as one family and really believe in an outside entity spending huge sums of money on propaganda to provoke the two countries to be at odds with each other. My prayers are that the both countries will come to a positive and peaceful resolution where we can live and thrive together in peace, the 69-year-old shared. For once, Seagal has said something that I have to agree with. I'm surprised that he didn't put himself as the center of this story, but he's really talking about the what's occurring, and I'm glad that he didn't talk about this whole fake news of him fighting with the Russian forces. Um, Seagal is an accomplished martial artist, like Russian President Vladimir Putin. The actor, who was granted Russian citizenship in 2016, has vocally defended the Russian leader's policies, including the Russia 2014 annexation of Crimea, and has criticized the U.S. government. Okay, I'm not going to continue reading this. If you guys want to read it, I'll be leaving it in the description down below. I just wanted to react to this really quickly, and I had mentioned that if you guys wanted to see more reactions about Steven Seagal, I'd be glad to do that. I like his movies, especially his newer movies, as an unintentional comedy. It's great to watch, to laugh at his movies and him in general. I think he's such an arrogant guy. He's a pompous prick. He likes to pretend he is better than any other action star from his era when he can barely tie his shoes. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't seen in the banner, it says it on top of my channel. I'll be coming back to doing videos, Mondays and Fridays. So Mondays at 8 a.m. and Fridays at 8 p.m. starting March 21st. You may see some videos in between, when time spares, but that will be my strict schedule, so you guys know when videos are going up. And there's going to be reactions every now and then, and movie reviews and rankings. I also plan to review a lot of Dollar Tree movies that I've purchased over the years. I haven't purchased any since they increased their prices, inflation. So, guys, stay safe. Hope you guys enjoyed this little reaction, and I'll be seeing you guys next time. Take care.